A quick disclaimer before we get started. I know literally nothing about makeup and I have just been making it up as I go along. So once again, a reminder that this is a lazy makeup tutorial for lazy people and amateurs like myself. So enjoy. Okay, so hi. Welcome to my mom's birthday video. Dropping into a whisper because she's home. I got my mom 5 different makeup items and I'm also going to be making her this video to teach her how to use them. And I'm definitely not an expert, but I have like a basic understanding, I think, of how basic beauty products work. My mom has commented several times and expressed interest in learning how to do a no makeup look. So I figured it would be a good birthday present to get her like a set of various basic beauty skin products and teach her how to use them through this video. Of these 5 products that I got her, none of these are ones that I'm going to be using on my own face because this is a tutorial and I'm going to use my own like equivalences of these makeup things. Mama Shen, if you're interested, I can definitely give you recommendations on any of the other products you see me use in this video that are not included in your little gift box. So I guess before we get started, we're like supposed to give you the finished look, right? Here's the finished look. 9 products, literally under 10. Dramatic look to the left, dramatic look to the right. Down, up, serpentine. So let's get started. Zoom in a little more on my face, please. Hello, how are you doing today? Okay, too close, too close, too close. Is that good? I think that's good. So this is actually one of the few times I will be using the same products as the one that I included in like the gift box. The Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream in number 27 for me, which I believe is called Honey Beige. I really love this BB cream. It doesn't give you a flawless finish, but for that natural no makeup look, it's perfect because it's sheer and it covers most things like redness and a lot of your like smaller dark spots, but it still retains the natural texture of your skin. All right. So I don't know if you can see any difference on camera, but that's the BB cream on. I literally only put it here, and like the center. So basically the T-zone plus my little inner cheek parts, just to neutralize any redness that I see on my face. The basic coverage. Looks like I'm still just wearing my own skin, you know? You gotta get that look. If you're always really dry and you have constantly chapped lips like I do, first of all, hydrate yourself more, drink more goddamn water, but also put some lip balm on or use a lip scrub and give yourself some buffer time for it to like set in so that by the time you get to your lips, it'll be like soft and ready and prepped and ready to go. A quick little tip for y'all. This is my mascara. I like to use the Heroin Make Long and Curl Mascara, super waterproof. I'm Asian and only waterproof mascara holds the curl. You stick it in your bra. It kind of warms it up and then the formula gets less clumpy. The more you know. So generally what comes after your basic foundation is concealer. So the concealer that I use for myself is the Big Cover Concealer Cushion from Etude House. So what I like to do is just sort of dot it on my under eye circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is super attractive, I know. And then you just kind of take your ring finger because it's, you know, the lightest and most gentle finger on your hand, and then just sort of pat it out. I know that a lot of people also like to extend this sort of like onto their eyelids because that helps you create a primer sort of for if you want to do eyeshadow, but we're not doing eyeshadow today. We're just sort of using a smudge stick later, so it doesn't matter. We also go over any dark spots that you have, recent acne scars, things like that. I usually have a few around my mouth and then also like right here in the center of my forehead around my eyebrow zone. Another quick tip I learned that I don't actually follow very much though, don't like dot your whole face over for all the places that it needs concealer in and then smudge the concealer because concealer actually dries really quickly. It's harder to blend once it starts drying, so you want to like start blending it the moment you set it on your skin, which is obviously not what I've done here because I'm being a lazy ass, but it will give you like a better finish. I look a little bit patchy right now, but don't worry about that. So after the concealer, I like to use my contour stick, the Play 101 stick from Etude House, and basically it has 2 ends. There's like the dark end and the light end, but I just take this thing and then I just go boop, boop, give me a skinny nose. Add a little more here. Skinny nose, please. Smudge it out. I remember when we were first discovering contour when I was first getting into cosplay, and this was like before the rest of the makeup world had figured out that contour was like a thing that people do because it was still sort of mostly in the dragon cosplay world. This was the best way to change your face shape, but I just like could not figure out how to do it, and I would try various different like cheap drugstore brand brown eyeshadows because I was still in high school and I didn't have my own money. It would just look like dirt on my face. But the trick basically is that you want enough in this like triangle area to raise the bridge of your nose if you're Asian like me and you have no nose bridge, and then down the sides, around these sides if you also want like a thinner point. I've seen a lot of YouTubers use like shimmery highlights to highlight the tips of their nose if you want even more of an emphasis there, but I generally just use the lighter side of this and go down the middle, and then you just sort of blend it out and it's fine. The mistake that I used to make a lot as a cosplayer was like I would put it in the hollows of my cheeks, like So I got like a fresh flower right here. But it's actually meant to be lifting your cheekbones, right? And if you just put it down here, it sort of drags your cheekbones down. So you want to do is like find your cheekbone. Mine is like right here. If I were doing the hollow, it would be down here. But instead, to lift the cheekbone, I'm gonna brace it a little bit so that it's sort of like on the bottom half of my cheekbone. You blend it out as best you can so that it doesn't look like there's dirt on your face, which was always the issue I had before. The fact that this is more of a creamy formula really helps it because you don't get like the patchiness that would come from the eyeshadows. Focus on me. But focus on me. It'll focus on me here though. Mama Shen, I have provided you with the little lip tint that you will also be using as a blush. Just dot it on your cheeks and pat away. But the one that I like to use is the Berry Some Tint Cheek Cushion. Oops. It's another one of those cushiony things. I got really into like portable makeup for a while, which is why I have so many of these like single stick multi-purpose things. Just like take it, squeeze it a bit, and then like boop, boop, boop on the apples of your cheeks and just like rub it up. And this is really just to like restore a little bit of color. Now that you've put BB cream and concealer on, there's often not a whole lot of color left at that point. So now that all of your skin makeup is on, it's time to like set it. For my mom, I got the Peach Cotton Skinfood powder. It's gonna be great. I've heard great things about this one. But I personally use the Nature Republic Creamy 2-Way Packed that my friend and roommate in college got for me while she was studying abroad in Korea. Thank you, Katie. And I sort of just use that, like, I know it's not meant to be a setting powder, but that's just basically what I use it for. Make sure you wash this thing. Otherwise, you're gonna get really weird germs on your face. Ta-da! Usually after this, I move on to the eyebrows. For me, I think the eyebrows are the most important part of a no makeup makeup look because eyebrows sort of define your personality in many interesting ways. They frame your eyes, and your eyes are your windows to your souls. And you know, it's the framing of your soul that shit matters. The eyebrow pencil that I'm using is the La Prairie Luxe Brow. This one I actually stole from my mom, and I will be returning to her after doing this tutorial as part of the gift box. So, but I really like this one in taupe because you'll see it has a really sort of like waxy formula, so it doesn't really budge once it's on your face. In my case, the outsides of my eyebrows are sparser than the insides, so yeah, fill it in. Okay, I extend it a little bit, like just a touch longer than my natural brow goes. And then I go into the inside and like fill it in like this. I should note that this is not how I would usually do my brows if I were not going for the like no makeup look, because this is not a very precise technique when it comes to doing your brows, but this is a simple look for lazy people like me and my mother, so you know, you just do what you have to do. Whatever you can get away with, you will get away with. I don't know if you guys ever hear this, but people are always saying like your brows should be sisters, not twins. And for me, that's just like reassurance for whenever I inevitably screw up my eyebrows and they don't match very well. I just look at them and I'm like, see, you're sisters, not twins. They'll be fine. Mama Shen has actually those like cool microbladed tattooed brows, so she doesn't have to do this necessarily, but she should definitely pluck and like fill in however she sees fit. When you're done, you will inevitably find that parts of it feel darker or denser than you meant, and that the insides may be a little more blocky than you meant for it to be. I don't personally like brows that just like sort of cut off on a clean edge on the inside. So that's when you take the spoolie side of this, and then you just kind of go like and comb your brows out. It will naturally take off any excess product and make the brow look slightly more natural and orderly. Gotta include this in the gift box now. Goodbye, eyebrow pencil, you have served me well. What I would generally do next is take my smudge stick. In this case, I like to use the Styla Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in the color of Lionfish. All you gotta do with your little buddy here is like glide it along the edge of your eye, and if you're lazy and inexperienced, you just gotta do that, and then you're like, ah, okay, right, that's good enough, and then you smudge it. Like, that's it. It's like lazy people eyeshadow. And then like layer color on if you need. So I usually like to add a little bit of extra on my outer corner and then just like smudge it around there. You see how that outlines your eye and like enlarges it just a little bit? I really like that. Make sure to open your eyes and check what it looks like, and then do the other eye. And now you have this like nice subtle dark halo around your eyes. We are now on the second to last step. We're so close to the end already. I know, it's so fast. This whole time your mascara has just been, you know, chilling in your little bra pocket. Now it's almost time for its glory. But first you gotta curl your lashes. All you gotta do is curl a little and take your time. Don't rush the curling or it won't stay. So I just swiped that out of my bra. And now it's gonna go on my eyes. Put a little bit onto your bottom lashes. Never neglect the bottom lashes. This one step is probably the one that I would least consider a part of the no makeup look, because these lashes are honestly not the most natural thing you're gonna see in your life. Obviously do your other eye. I was doing my boyfriend's makeup for fun once. He agreed to let me do a full face, but then when it came time to do the mascara, he chickened out and then refused to do it. And then I was like, well, can I at least put like falsies on you? And then he was like, no, that's glue on my eyes. I don't want that. So what we learn about this is all men are trash and liars. Speaking of which, there's a really great dating sim that you can play on your phone that was recommended to me by the all beautiful and powerful Meridim cosplay. It's called Liar, Uncover the Truth, and the premise of this game, you're going to a matchmaking party, you meet like 10 beautiful men. A fortune teller there tells you that of these 10 men, 9 of them are no good filthy liars, and so your task in this game is to find out which of the 9 are liars and which one is your true golden boy. I think that's a great premise for a game, that 90% of all men are trash. It's truly inspiring. Our mascara is on now and I have eyes again. And then it's time for your lip color. In my mom's kit, I have the beautiful lip tint again that I mentioned earlier for instead of the blush to use the lip tint. Because remember, this is a lazy people tutorial. My personal favorite lip stain until now has been the Mega Slips Balm Stain by Wet n Wild. I discovered this while I was on a hunt for lip colors in like sophomore year of college. When I finally ended up buying this, it was literally $2 and it's like amazing because it's a stain, which means that even though it like transfers a lot afterwards, it doesn't matter. You can just blot it and trust that like the remaining material on your lips will just stain. The trend in like Asian beauty right now is to do that thing where you do the gradient lip where it's like darker on the inside and then paler on the outside, and that's like the bitten lip look, you know? Look fresh and young. Usually what they'll do is put some foundation on their lips first and then color the insides and like blend it out. But because this is a lazy makeup tutorial, I'm not gonna do that. I'm literally just gonna like put this on the insides, smack it around a bit, and then like use a finger and just kind of like smudge the outside edges out. And that's it. That's literally the whole look. That's like all it takes. So let's review, class. 1, BB cream. 2, concealer. 3, contour. 4, blush. You seal it in with a powder. Eyebrows, obviously, you just need like the one thing, make sure it has a spoolie on the end and then it's easily transportable, and if you feel like your eyebrows are like rubbing off or you like forgot and scratched your eyebrow or something, very easy to fix. Just like carry this around with you. It's literally this dinky little tiny thing and you're gonna be fine. Your little smudge stick that you just draw a line, smudge it out, and then use your mascara on top of that. And then last but not least, a lip tint of some sort. Tint because it's long lasting and you're lazy and you don't want to reapply, but it will transfer to other surfaces, so make sure to blot before you like drink coffee on your date and leave an embarrassing lip mark, and also check your teeth because it often will rub off on there. And another drawback with lip tints is there are usually fewer color options because obviously the payoff is not as much, it goes sort of on top of your original lip color, so keep that in mind. And that's literally it. If you're using waterproof mascara, I would also advise that you get some kind of like a waterproof mascara remover. In my case, I get the one that's paired with the Heroin Make mascara that I use. So this is the Heroin Make mascara remover. It looks like a mascara wand. Also, it's actually more like a screw maybe. And you just like blah, 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 put it on your lashes and let it sit for like 20 seconds, and then just take a wipe and remove it and it'll just come right off. But without it, you will be literally taking your lashes off when you're trying to remove your makeup. So I highly recommend you get something like this. So hey, yeah, I hope this was helpful to you, Mama Shen. I'm like really worried that she can hear every word that I've said for this entire time. But I'm hoping that she'll be a good sport and like pretend that she has no idea what I'm doing, if that's the case. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama Shen. Hey, happy birthday to you. Bye. Make a video still, you gotta have like a nice face and a pose and like a